Welcome back, my fellow Whatnot users and sellers. What I'm going to be showing you guys today is a preloader sheet that I built using Whatnot's default template for your streams. After I get this video uploaded, I'll make sure a copy of it is tagged on the website so you can get to the Google Sheet and make your own copy of this. All right, so obviously as a seller, if you go in to create items for your auction, you get a few different ways to do it. You spend hours using your phone. Let me show you guys myself. Use your phone, take a bunch of pictures of the items. Minifigs, use whatfig.com, figure out what the image is, the ID, the name, price. And then the other things you can do is you can create like a generic listing for like 150 items. But then sometimes you need to change the start price, so it can be annoying. So what I want to do is we're going to talk about using the preload sheet. So Whatnot, if you've ever looked, has a help article for a CSV uploader. It's still kind of manual because you have to go through and plug in everything across the board. And you got to put in the category, the title, everything like that. But what I've done is I made a modified version of this that has drop downs. And then to make it even easier, I've added AppScript, which will take your breaklink IDs and just fill in the entire sheet for you. So all you have to do is figure out your starting price for your item, and then your breaklink ID for your minifigs and sets. Your minifigures are going to be just like on Bricklink. The sets, you have to remember, like for example, this War Machine mech that I'm holding here. On Bricklink, the ID is 76277-1. You just make sure you put that -1 in there. That tells the code that it's a set and not a minifigure. All right, so now that we've got that loaded, you're going to run the code the very first time to authorize it. So you can pick update auction list. It's going to pop up with a menu that says authorize the code, hit approve, and then you'll go back and you'll hit update auction list again. After you authorize the script the first time, it's going to run. So you can see here, now we've got it completely filled out, and we've got the Bricklink image. And this is what I was talking about. This actually takes the image from Bricklink and it's going to upload it to your auction for you. And it's filled into category, subcategory, title. By default, I left everything as quantity of 1, minifigures are 0 to 1, and then the sets are 8 to 11 ounces. You might need to adjust it if the set's like smaller or bigger than that, but it gives you at least some kind of like starting point. And then what you do next is you go to File. You go to Download Sheet. You can actually go to File and Download, but I actually made a easier one for you under the same menu to download this sheet. So you'll click and it'll do two things. It opens Whatnot for you, and it downloads the sheet for you. So you'll go in, you'll find your show for tonight, open show, and then you go to add items. It's the same way they show you on the help article. Down here at the bottom, it says upload CSV. And when you hit open, it's going to say, hey, do you want to add these 6 items? You'll hit OK, and it's going to automatically load. You'll see it load like one by one, and then it looks just like this. Those 6 items that I had in my Google Sheet are now in my auction list for tonight's show. And I can go back to my sheet, clear it, and then add different items. So you can do it add a little at a time. It's not going to erase what's on your auction list. It's basically just going to add to it. So you can go back, clear it. If you have like 20 more items that you want to add, so you can build up your show over like the course of a week, and then you're all ready to go. And the other benefit of this is, let's say I run tonight and I only run half of the items in my auction list. I can clone those unsold items to my next auction. And that's done when you're in the show schedule here. I'll click on, let's say, this one here. I can clone those items that didn't sell to my next stream. So if you didn't know that, That's something you can also do as well. So I'm going to copy, let's say, my Iron Legion and Woody and Electro and maybe even Pepper Potts. So now those items are also going to be part of my auction for tonight. And we are all set. I think I had them in as buy it now items. So they're all in here as buy it now items. And that's it. You are all set. So if you want to give me a follow on Whatnot, I appreciate it. If you're a seller of a different category and you want something like this that would maybe work for what you're doing, hit me up. I'm always open to the idea. And of course, if you want to throw me a tip for appreciation, I'm always appreciative of that as well. All right, guys, I will see you later. Have a good one.